In the last episode of our journey through the life of Dshingis Khan, we witnessed the rise of a legendary leader who united the Mongol tribes and forged an empire that would shake the foundations of history. We saw how he addressed the question of succession, choosing his trusted brother and friend, Ogedei, as his heir. But Dshingis Khan's story doesn't end there. In this next installment, we'll follow the Mongol Empire's expansion into new territories, the founding of its capital city Karakorum, and the conquest that would take the empire to the doorstep of Eastern Europe. Join us as we continue the epic tale of Dshingis Khan and the Mongol Empire. After uniting the Mongol tribes, Dshingis Khan set his sights on the Tanguts, a powerful Chinese dynasty that had killed his ambassadors. This act of betrayal ignited a fire within him, fueling a desire for justice. He launched a retaliatory campaign against the Tanguts with a fierce determination, determined to make them pay for their treachery. In 1207, Dshingis Khan led his armies into Tangut territory, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The Tanguts, confident in their strength, underestimated the Mongols' power, and they soon found themselves facing a force unlike any had ever seen. The Mongols' military tactics were unconventional, yet effective. They used lightning-fast cavalry attacks, cleverly deployed spies, and even unemployed mercenaries to fight alongside them. The Tanguts, meanwhile, relied on traditional siege warfare and fortifications. As the campaign raged on, the Tanguts suffered defeat after defeat. Their cities fell one by one until, finally, their capital, Ningxia, was under siege. Desperate to save his kingdom, the Tangut emperor offered Dshingis Khan a deal: surrender and swear allegiance to the Mongols. Dshingis Khan, however, would not be swayed. He demanded unconditional surrender, and the Tangut emperor reluctantly agreed. Realizing the futility of resistance, the Tanguts had underestimated the Mongols' resolve, and now they faced the consequences. The retaliatory campaign was a resounding success. Dshingis Khan had avenged his ambassador's death and demonstrated the Mongols' military prowess. The campaign also marked a turning point in the Mongol Empire's expansion, showcasing its ability to conquer and incorporate new territories. Years have passed after the successful campaign in Tangus. In 1220, Dshingis Khan's vision for a unified Mongol empire took a monumental step forward. He founded Karakorum, a city that would serve as the empire's capital and a symbol of its power. This was no ordinary city. It was a hub of culture, trade, and innovation, where East met West and ideas flowed like the rivers of the steppes. Dshingis Khan chose a site on the Orkhon River, surrounded by mountains and fertile plains, to build his capital. The location was clear, allowing for easy access to the Silk Road and control over the surrounding regions. The city's design was carefully planned, with wide streets, public squares, and a complex system of canals and bridges. Karakorum was a melting pot of cultures, attracting merchants, artisans, and scholars from across the known world. The city's architecture reflected this diversity, with Buddhist temples, Muslim mosques, and Christian churches standing alongside traditional Mongolian yurts. The air was filled with the smells of exotic spices, freshly baked bread, and roasting meats. As the capital, Karakorum was the seat of the Mongolian Empire's government. Dshingis Khan established a sophisticated administrative system with a network of officials, scribes, and messengers. The city was also a center of learning, where scholars translated ancient texts and developed new ideas. Karakorum's impact was felt far beyond the Mongol Empire's borders. It became a hub of international trade, with merchants exchanging goods like silk, spices, and precious stones. The city's influence extended to the arts, with craftsmen creating exquisite works in metal, wood, and textiles. Dshingis Khan's vision for Karakorum was not only a city, but a symbol of the Mongolian Empire's strength and unity. He had created a place where people from all walks of life could come together, share ideas, and build a better future. He decided to expand the nation and further his conquest. In the early 13th century, Dshingis Khan set his sights on Eastern Europe, a region untouched by the Mongol Empire's conquest. This vast and mysterious land beckoned, full of untold riches and untouched resources. With his armies at the ready, Dshingis Khan embarked on a campaign that would shake the foundations of European history. the Mongols arrived in Eastern Europe was met with a mix of curiosity and fear. Local rulers accustomed to petty squabbles and regional conflicts were unprepared for the sheer scale and ferocity of the Mongol horde. Dshingis Khan's strategy was to exploit these divisions, forging alliances with some tribes while crushing others. The Mongols' military prowess proved overwhelming. Their lightning-fast cavalry, archers, and infantry swept across the steppes, leaving destruction in the wake. Cities fell, kingdoms crumbled, and the very fabric of Eastern European society was torn apart. As the Mongols advanced, they encountered the combined forces of the Russians, Ukrainians, and Belarusians at the Battle of the Sit River. The outcome was a decisive Mongol victory, paving the way for further conquest. Yet, despite the chaos, there were moments of unexpected cooperation. Some local rulers chose to ally with the Mongols, recognizing the benefits of submission. The conquests opened up new trade routes, facilitated cultural exchange, and spread ideas across continents. In 1227, the Mongol Empire's founder, Dshingis Khan, embarked on his final campaign, driven by a desire to conquer the Western Shi dynasty. But fate had other plans. The great leader fell ill, and his condition worsened with each passing day. Dshingis Khan, aware of his mortality, called upon his trusted advisors and family members to gather around him. With a weak but determined voice, he named his brother Ögedei as his successor. Ögedei, known for his wisdom and military prowess, was the chosen one. He had proven himself in battles against the Tanguts and the Jin dynasty, earning the respect of his peers and admiration of his father. As Dshingis Khan took his last breath, the empire mourned the loss of its founder. But Ögedei, determined to honor his brother's legacy, vowed to continue the conquest and expand the empire. The succession process was far from smooth. Ögedei faced challenges from his brothers and other rival claimants, but he navigated these treacherous waters with skill and diplomacy. In 1229, Ögedei was officially proclaimed the Khan, marking the beginning of a new era in Mongol history. He went on to solidify the empire's hold on China, conquer Eastern Europe, and extend Mongol influence into the Middle East. We have witnessed the story of a great man. Let's look at the effect he had made before and after his death. Dshingis Khan's empire building had far-reaching consequences, like ripples on the pond, impacting the world in ways both subtle and profound, which were cultural exchanges. As the Mongols conquered, they connected East and West, facilitating the exchanges of ideas, technologies, and cultures. Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity spread along the Silk Road, while art, architecture, and literature flourished. Then went on with trade and commerce. The Mongols' extensive network of trade routes, known as the Pax Mongolica, enabled merchants to travel safely, stimulating economic growth and cultural exchange, which also led to the empire's rise and fall. The Mongol Empire's expansion led to the rise and fall of other empires such as the Tanguts, Jin dynasty, and Eastern European kingdoms, and brought about demographic shifts. The Mongols' campaign led to significant population movements as people fled or were displaced by war. Also, military innovations. The Mongols' military tactics, such as the feigned retreat, were adopted by other armies, changing the face of warfare. Dshingis Khan's empire may have risen and fallen, but his descendants continued to shape the world. Like a river flowing through the centuries, his legacy continued to nourish and transform the lands he once conquered. Kublai Khan, one of Dshingis Khan's most famous descendants, was Kublai Khan, who founded the Yuan dynasty in China. Kublai was a wise and just ruler who encouraged trade, art, and culture. He even invited Marco Polo to his court, fostering a spirit of international cooperation. Timur Tamerlane, another notable descendant, was Timur, also known as Tamerlane, who united various Mongol tribes and went on to conquer a vast portion of Central Asia. Babur, Babur, a descendant of Dshingis Khan and Timur, was a poet, writer, and emperor who founded the Mongol Empire in India. Genghis' legacy, Dshingis Khan's descendants continued to play important roles in shaping world history. From the Mongol Empire's expansion into Eastern Europe to the rise of the Mongol Empire in India, they left behind a legacy of tolerance, cultural exchange, and military innovation. Today, Dshingis Khan's descendants can be found in many parts of the world, from Mongolia to China, India, and Eastern Europe. They continue to inspire pride and curiosity, reminding us of the enduring impact of the Mongol Empire. In conclusion, Dshingis Khan's legacy extends far beyond its lifetime, a testament to the power of vision, leadership, and cultural exchange. His descendants continue to shape our world, a lasting reminder of the Mongol Empire's profound impact on human history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. If you missed part 1, you can find them on our page and catch up on the entire saga. Stay tuned for more thrilling tales from the past. See you in the next video.